Victor Bronson at Major League Games here with Andrew Rosenthal. Andrew took second place tonight in our local tournament with odd deck. I think it's the best way to describe it. We're talking, what, like 38-minute turn ones?
Yeah, 38-minute turn
deck in the game. Run it at Nationals if you've got your...
It's the best anti-meta deck ever because your opponent doesn't play.
And it doesn't involve Exodia? Am I correct in that?
It doesn't involve Exodia. It involves
Awesome.
Gishki Deck-Out.
All right, let's go over. Let's review this Gishki Deck-Out deck. So,
all right. Well, we start off one Gishki Goose Kraken takes a card out of your opponent's hand. So it makes turn one last longer and makes your opponent's hand count smaller. So if you can't finish the loop, they don't really have much to start with. You run one Mind August. Mind August is what starts the loop, what starts everything. It recycles your deck after you deck yourself out, and you just keep going through mill cards. And then the last two are two Gishki Soul Ogres. They are level 8s. That is all that you use them for.
It's just the level 8. Okay.
Yeah. Other monsters. You run 3 Shadow. Shadow searches out the ritual spell. You got 3 Vision. Vision searches out the ritual monsters. And then you run 2 Royal Magical Library for the draw power.
Okay.
And that's the monster count.
That's the entire monster count.
That's the entire monster count.
All right.
Now the rest of the deck is spells.
I sent it to the traps. Yeah. All right, now we're done with the traps. So the entire rest of the deck is nothing but spell cards.
We run 3 Moray of Greed.
Okay.
Pretty basic in waters. 3 Into the Void. You're not going to get to the end of your turn, so it doesn't matter. It's a free draw one. 3 Cup of Ace. It can give you 2, or it can make your opponent deck out faster. It's perfect. I run 2 Aquamere. You don't need 3. 2 is perfect because you cycle through 2. The third one becomes dead. 3 Upstart Goblin. Extra draw to start your combo. 3 Trade-In. You got those Soul Ogres. You can recycle them. You got that draw. 3 Dark Roll Dealings. Extra deck out card. 3 Hand Destruction. Deck out card. And then we got 3 Salvage, recycles the deck, makes the deck a little more consistent. Then we have the 2 One-Ofs, 1 day apiece, which deck out, and then my tech is double summon.
Alright, so explain exactly what the deck does.
Okay, so pretty much what you're going to do is you are going to get your field hopefully set up with 2 Royal Magical Libraries with the double summon.
Okay.
And then you're going to get your entire deck into the graveyard.
Entire deck goes to oh my goodness. Okay.
By the time you do that, you go into Mind August. Mind August will recycle 5 cards typically, which will be Hand Destruction, Dark Roll Dealing. Where are you? Hand Destruction, Dark Roll Dealing, 1 day apiece. Probably a salvage to keep Hand Destruction alive, so you never lose your advantage. And you put those back in, use your magical libraries to draw into it, and then you just start like picking away at your opponent's deck. It takes about 35 minutes to do the new deck out.
Yeah, Mind August, how many times can you do that? It's just when it's summoned, or?
It's when it's summoned, so what you end up doing is the reason that you run Goose Kraken is, and you can do Tetrover too, the reason that you do that is you keep putting each of them back with Aquamere, which recycles them, goes back to the deck. Once you're at the end, you can draw them with Royal Magical Library or any of the draw cards you put back in, and then you just keep swapping them out. You put her out, then you put her out, redo the deck. Put her out, then put her out, redo the deck.
And you just continually to do that.
And you keep doing that until your opponent is pissed off and quits playing the game.
So, Dark World gives you a bit of a trouble, does it not?
It does, but I made a side deck that goes like...
What about Exodia? How bad is... Do you just auto lose to that? Or are they going to draw to that before you can do anything?
My only hope against Exodia is with Goose Kraken, try to drop their hand as small as possible, and then you go through the loop, because then they'll never get to 5 pieces, and they start Dark World dealing in their pieces. I do run the side deck. The side deck's the fun part of this deck.
Okay.
Because game 1 you win, you've taken 35 minutes, and you have to win before before time's called.
Yeah.
So I decided that the side deck's going to be Zealgigas Burn.
Alright, so let's go over the side deck right quick.
3 Zealgigas.
Alright, what does Zealgigas do?
His effect is you pay 1,000, draw a card, reveal it. If it's a Gishki, then you can return a card on the field into the deck.
Okay.
So you can get rid of your opponent's stuff, but he's a 32 beater, so you can drop a 32 beater really easily. You run 3 Abyss, which it adds a level 0 Gishki monster from your deck, or a 0 defense Gishki from your deck, which is Zealgigas. You run 3 Beast, which searches out Beast, and it also searches out Shadow, which will probably be in your grave. So it adds rank 4 plays, consistency to that. True Tragodia for level 10s for Zealgigas.
Okay.
A 3rd Aquamir because you want it to happen to loot the OTK, and then 3 MST for back row hate. But the idea is pretty much if I'm gonna attack, or if I can go into 2, I'm gonna sit.
And then start burning away.
Yeah, it's like I'll go into that first turn, I won't attack, I'll burn you for 2, I'll burn you for 2, and then I'll wait for the game to end.
Oh my goodness. It's ridiculous.
Yes. It is. Consistency is still an issue, but I mean, it's like.
But you went 3-1 tonight. Your only loss was to Harpies?
Yeah, it was Harpies, and it was just because I didn't draw it early. I blame it on the sleeves. I changed sleeves after that. But yeah, no, it's like, it's really, I mean, like, if you can get Royal Magical Library early, then you're going to win. If your opponent doesn't play Veilers, which normally main deck now everyone runs just Max C, which if they play Max C against me, they're going to deck out. So, all of that's good.
Cool, cool. All right. Well, thank you very much for the deck profile. Any shout-outs you want to give for the deck or anything? Credit your own genius or something?
Yeah, it took a long time. Like, it took a lot of time and play testing.
That works. So. All right. That's Andrew Rosenthal with his Gishki Deck-Out. Thank you.